You're never too young to volunteer. It doesn't even have to be a lot of times. It doesn't have to be something huge. It just, as long as you're helping your community, that's what's important.
She's absolutely right. You know, every community needs volunteers. And for nearly 20 years, Prudential's Spirit of Community Awards has recognized some of the youngest volunteers around the nation. We're talking about middle or high schoolers making a difference.
Alabama's 2013 honoree Emily Whittington was inspired to help children in need locally. She even got her classmates involved.
How about that? She recently sat down with our Eric Reynolds to tell us why you're never too young to help others. Here's the interview.
It made me happy. It made me felt like I was actually, you know, making a difference, that like my life meant something to them. Because I wanted to show them that I loved them and that I care for them and that I would come back over and over again.
Emily Whittington is a Prudential Spirit of Community Award winner representing Alabama. Emily credits her parents as being good role models who have influenced her to want to help others.
My mom especially and my dad, they've given me the right direction to go, and they give me the proper morals and the proper support for me to, you know, be able to do this. And the principles that they taught me, it makes me realize, you know, how I want to be and just a good role model for my life.
Emily was with her mother on an outreach opportunity when she was impacted.
I went with my mom with her Sunday school class, and they went to this apartment complex. And they had free yard sales where basically the residents could just go and pick up anything they wanted to. And I was in charge of the kids section. And I saw that a lot of the kids, they didn't have a lot of toys or really any like jackets or anything like that. So I went to my school and I asked a lot of the kids if they would just come in and bring different things. Instead of giving each other gifts like we normally would, we could give each other, give the place $5. And I was just thinking, I'm like, I have so much already, and what can I do to help them? At our church we want every man, woman, and child to have repeated opportunities to hear and see the gospel. So I was like, what better way for me to show them that than to show them love?
Emily saw the results of showing love.
I had a lot of them come up and thank me. It was amazing though, just to see how grateful they were. It's actually helped me build my character and just kind of helped me just to be a better person. And I know I formed a lot of great relationships with a lot of different people. I'm a much happier person. At these places I have a lot of friends. I'm involved more at my church.
Her principal last year at Knollwood Christian School felt Emily's outreach activities qualified for the Prudential Award.
He told me about this Prudential Spirit of Community Awards. He said, well, you have to write an essay about the volunteer work that you're doing. I sent in the essay and I actually really didn't think about it. I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna get this. But I come back a month later and I was so excited. You win an all-expense trade trip to Washington, D.C. and you win $1,000. It was amazing.
In Washington, to receive her award, Emily saw an even bigger picture.
There was 2 people from every state and then 2 from different countries. And when I got there, it just kind of, I was like, wow, this is really it. When they said 20,000 applicants, I thought it was only a few. That really made an impression on me. Almost every single person there had just an amazing story, and it kind of also made me see the different ways that I could help, and it gave me ideas for my ministry.
Now a high school student at Mobile Christian, Emily stays busy. She's a student athlete and cheerleader, but she finds time to help others.
I think about it a lot more, and now I know even if I just help out, it can make a difference. You're never too young to volunteer. It doesn't even have to be a lot of times. It doesn't have to be something huge. It just, as long as you're helping your community, that's what's important. I just love it so much because it just gives me the opportunity to help other people. Wherever we see a need, we're gonna go.
In Mobile, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
What a good role model. Emily has also volunteered at her grandmother's senior center and at an animal shelter. And as an adult, she wants to become a pediatrician and travel as a missionary to provide medical care to children in need in foreign countries.
That's fantastic. Emily's Prudential Spirit of Community Award included a $1,000 check to her so she can use for her volunteer efforts. And I bet her parents are super proud.
They should be. They definitely should be. Okay, guys. we've got a quick update on our current weather conditions coming up. Don't want to miss that.
Oh yeah, because it's been pretty crazy around here as far as the weather is concerned. We're going to take a look back at some of the big events in a few minutes.